What do you think about KSMN?
To be honest, kind of boring. And it felt more like a requirement to watch them than actual desire to, so it's like...
Well, I thought it was sort of interesting because my favorite teacher was Miss Lawler, but it was still boring. Nobody really paid attention to it. And I just really was like, it's there. You know what I mean?
I thought it was pretty good. I liked watching it during seminars. It was just like jumps between, topic to topic. I liked it.
I thought it was kind of cheesy, like the school pizza.
I thought it was pretty cool. Rocky was funny and stuff, but I don't know. I'm excited to see how you guys do it.
I think it's pretty cool. I haven't really heard much about you from this year, but in the past years, you guys have been pretty awesome.
I thought Rocky Alterman was pretty great.
Not much, that it was just on occasionally in seminar.
Them asking a bunch of questions about school and the president.
I was interviewed like twice before.
Really bad audio quality and
What did you expect to see this year?
More interviews, a lot of cool, interesting things that I remember a couple years ago they went to like a haunted house or something and learned about like the makeup or something, and I think that'd be really cool, like more stuff about that.
better audio quality.
More funny stuff, more entertainment.
I'm not sure. Maybe more student features.
Funny things. I like funny things.
More student activity things, not just like football games.
More excitement. More around in the school. You guys rarely pop up. We need to be seeing you.
Good afternoon, Shawnee Mission North.
Welcome to KSMN.
I'm Emily Kyle.
And I'm Taylor Wise.
And this is our February broadcast, 2014, Season 1. So, what should we do to start the show?
I don't know, what do you think?
Could do cotillion.
What's cotillion?
It's the thing with the
The what?
dance
The
and
what?
you know the
I don't understand.
We'll show you.
Okay.
What is cotillion?
Cotillion is a group of kids from every Shawnee Mission School District that we select 10 from each class, 10 boys and 10 girls, who are representative of the school, so they're involved in the school and they have good representation from the various activities throughout the school, whether it's sports, arts, or student council. And it's an opportunity for all the school districts to come together and meet kids from other schools that are also leaders of those schools. And they get an opportunity to have dinner together and learn some manners and escorting capabilities. And then they dance, and they dance respectfully. And
how does a normal cotillion dance work?
Usually you have dinner with your date from your own school, and then you get a list of names with girls from other schools. And each dance is with a girl from a different school, and then you switch every like 2 or 3 songs, and you dance with your date, and then you just switch and then dance, and then it's over.
There's normally a slow dance first, and then a party type dance where people can just like freestyle.
What is your favorite part of cotillion?
Meeting new people and just getting to dress up nice and just experience all the atmospheres. Like the most recent one, we went to Sport in KC, and it was just beautiful. Like the food was fantastic, and like the atmosphere of the place we were eating, I don't even know what it's called. It was somewhere in the Sport in KC complex. It was just absolutely beautiful.
Sometimes they can be a little awkward in a way that like your dates don't talk to you, or they don't know how to dance, and you just don't really know what to do. So.
Meeting the ladies, meeting all the different.
I second that.
Yep.
Meeting all the.
Making new friends. Yep.
Making new friends.
What's your name?
One of my favorite memories is I guessed who my first North date was, and it was Quentin, and we had a great time.
Funniest memory? Well, as I explained earlier, we have the dance cards that tell us who our person is from each school. And so I went to my Northwest date, and I asked her who her North date was. And it was me. It was pretty awkward.
Basically, it's just lots of dancing with lots of new people.
Well, it's winter season here at North, and we have a lot of winter sports that we have for us. We should probably show you the sports before they're gone!
Hi, I'm Emily Kyle here at the Shawnee Mission North wrestling practice with Coach Peterman. So how's the team doing this year?
We're doing a little bit better than we did last year. We still got a long way to go, though.
Everybody's working hard. We've had some wins, we've had some losses, but everybody, they come here, they come prepared, and they don't quit. That's one of the things I can definitely say that's really positive for the wrestling program.
We're doing pretty good so far. Everyone's been working really hard in practice. We've been putting a lot of hours in. It's going pretty good right now.
What's it like to be girls on the wrestling team?
It's really hard. You have to be like super strong and you have to just get through it.
Yeah, you gotta get through it, but I mean like your team members are there for you, and like they've just helped us out a lot, and they sometimes we forget that we're even just girls on a team. I mean it's fun.
And how are you personally doing this year?
I haven't won any yet, but I'm trying and gonna get there sometime soon.
This year I'm doing all right. I'm not doing too bad. I'm trying to work hard myself. It's my last year. I'm trying to go out there and get a state champ. So
I'm 6-12 on varsity. It's better than I did last year, and I'm surprised with myself actually.
Are there any fun memories from this year so far?
Oh, there's a lot of them. Probably the most recent one would be we went to Nebraska and saw the Iowa-Nebraska duel. So they got to see national champ lose. He was upset by the Nebraska guy, but they also got to get an autograph from Jordan Burroughs, who's an Olympic and world champ, and right now he's the living legend. He is 65-0, has not been beat.
we went to Lincoln as a team. We had really fun. We went to a college duel. It was just overall fun being with the team as a family. So.
Probably Nebraska. Last weekend we just got back, and I also got to go last year. It's a really fun time.
The wrestling season still has a few weeks left, so go support your team at their wrestling competitions. State is February 28th.
All right, this is Jameson Hollins with KSMN, and we're here with head basketball coach for Varsity Boys, Steven Steitzer. So tell us, how do you think this season's going for you guys?
I think the season's going pretty well. I mean, we've been in almost every one of the games, and the only thing we've been having problems with is closing teams out. All in all, the kids are buying into the program, and my assistant coaches are working hard. We've been working our tails off to get some wins here at North, and I think the fans pretty much are excited about the program as well. And I mean, it all can't be turned around in 1 year, and but the kids, they're all buying into it.
So where do you see this program going with you as head coach?
Well, the kids are going to win, and we've been in these games here lately, and we've lost 2 overtime games and everything. But closing out teams is what we have to work on. We're gonna win, and I mean we got a lot of young athletes coming up through the program. They're going to contribute to the overall success of the program. And as I told the seniors, and they're the first step for this program to be headed in the right direction.
Since starting training and all this and playing, who's really stepped up on the team?
Well, I mean, the leader clearly is Scott Johnson. I mean, he goes 100% every time. And, after that, we could have anybody step up. I mean, Michael Weathers and Marcus Weathers, they're both, young, phenomenal, athletic. And then, I can just go on and on about everybody. But, I mean, everybody knows their role. Everybody has been buying into the program. And, as the fans can say that every game that we've had here at home or away has been good games for them to watch.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right. This is Jameson Hollins with KSMN, and we have Scott Johnson here with Shawnee Mission North Boys Varsity Basketball. Scott, how do you feel that the season's going for you?
Well, we've been a lot of really close games. Haven't been able to finish Right now we're 2-7, but we're improving on a lot of things, and we're playing for March, which is most important.
Well, we have a new coach, Steven Seitzer. How do you think this season's compared to last season?
Well, he's had us do a lot more running, but I guess that's good for us because that's what we need to do in the games, and it's worked out. We just need to get over that hump and start getting the W's.
And last of all, how do you feel that you've stepped up in the leadership role as a returning varsity player for 4 years and being a senior?
Yeah, varsity is a lot different than sophomore, JV, freshman, which a lot of our guys have been coming from, and so it's important to have somebody that knows what they're doing, and I think I've kind of helped them get through some of the adversity that they face throughout the games.
Sounds good. Well, good luck with the rest of your season.
All right, thank you.
The swim team, according to the person behind you, it's a thumbs up. It's going well. We've had a very good season. We are still struggling to get some individual swimmers qualified for state, but typically we do that later in the year.
And what does the normal practice consist of?
Practice as far as time schedule is usually 3:30 to 6, 3:20 to 5:45, something like that. So about 2.5 hours. We try to do a fair amount of speed work as well as distance work. We do a lot of technique drills. Try to do all 4 strokes and just kind of try to specialize on exactly what each individual guy needs for his particular races.
And how would you like to see the season improve?
How would I like the season to improve? Simply for us to continue to work hard, number one, and then get as many state qualifying times as we can, whether that be individuals or we have 2 relays. We're still hoping to get qualified outright. We've got 2 divers who have already qualified, so we're doing pretty well there. And basically just to have a really good league meet. I still always want to finish top half at league, if not better, maybe 4th or 5th at league, and then see what we can do at state.
How's the swim team doing
This year we've been doing really well. That's good. We've had 3 relays qualify or got consideration for state so far, and all 3 of our divers have been qualified for state as well.
Well, I've been swimming the 100 back. I've got consideration in that. I'm about to get qualification this week, just at the West meet, so come watch it.
Thanks, Eric. I swim the 100 fly, and I'm doing all right this year, close to getting qualified for state.
Thus far this year, it's been pretty good. We've had 2 of our 3 divers have qualified for state, which is a huge accomplishment for us at this point. We've had a number of good meets. We had a very good duel in Lawrence recently, and I was very happy with that result. Our younger divers been coming along pretty well, and we've got our 2 senior captains that have been diving very well. So as we get ready towards the Shawnee Mission East Invitational and then the league and state meets, I think we're right on track for where we eventually want to be. We've got a lot of work yet to do, but we're on the right path at this point.
It's been going real great.
It's been going pretty good.
Been having a real good time.
We both qualified for state. I won a meet a couple weeks ago. Mitchell's been doing really good.
I took second in that meet.
Yeah, we have one diver. Take it seriously,
Right.
man. We have one diver that's doing really good. Our younger diver, Dakota. He's doing really good. He's state worthy, but he's getting there.
Last chance meet. Is that it? Is this all the questions? I'm confused here. I'm nervous. Hi, my name's Mitchell Sams.
I've been doing pretty good. I was the first person on the whole team to qualify for state. I
was the first person to qualify on the whole
Mitchell,
team.
nobody cares, dude. Take it seriously. I was the first person to qualify for state. I won a meet a couple weeks ago. I got first place. Mitchell took second. I'm pretty happy with where I am right about now. Figure I can do pretty good at state too. Anything else? But
The bowling team's doing really well. We kind of just sort of started our season. Varsity's had 3, JV, and everybody's had 2, altogether 2. So far it's too early to tell.
We're doing pretty well. We just had a home meet, and I think we swept it, first place, all the teams. So we're doing pretty well as a team this year, and I think a lot of us are doing well as individuals as well.
I'm doing pretty well. My average is about 170, which is about 20 pins more than last year.
Yeah, I started bowling this year, so I'm not really the best, but I'm improving, so maybe I will be better.
I've been doing really well. I had a rough start, but I've been doing really well. I actually got first in JV the other day, and I'm back up to varsity, so yeah.
What's it like to be on the bowling team?
The bowling team is really actually interesting. Most people think it's kind of like, oh, you're bowling, so you're kind of geeky, but it's actually really fun. Everybody's really hilarious, especially Leonard. She's a joy to work with.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. We go all the other bowling alleys around Kansas City and stuff, and we get to hang out with a bunch of other people with similar interests and stuff. So that's a lot of fun, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You get a lot of good friends. It's like having another class, basically.
Bowling is life.
In other news, China, there is a massive earthquake.
Why haven't you talked about Spamalot yet? Especially Lady of the Lake. We are stars. Stars.
Well, Spamalot was the 23rd through the 25th.
Well, why didn't you go?
We did. We have a segment on it.
Let's watch it.
Where is it? Well,
right now.
I demand it.
Okay, here we go.
Good.
The theater department is one of the most prized programs at North. They have worked on many plays, from Shakespeare to Legally Blonde, but none this important, fabulous, and holy.
We are here for Spamalot.
The play included a lot of content from Mighty Python and the Holy Grail, but there was original dialogue.
What is it you're looking for?
I am looking for men.
I had a feeling.
I move for no man, so be it. And gone. Now yield, worthy adversary. 'Tis but a scratch. But your arm's off. No, 'tisn't. What's that then? I bet was. You liar! Come on, you pansy! Well, I suppose you better go and find some juice then. Go on, boys. Chop his head off, boys.
Right! Send a little bleeder. Rabbit stew coming right up.
During the show, one of our own KS Men members became part of the play. We chatted with the cast, which included Michael Schley as King Arthur,
Who's the king?
You are!
King.
You are! A-R-T-H, you are Arthur!
Hello.
Hello, peasants.
Tell me, what is Spamalot about?
Spamalot chronicles my adventures through Anglo-Saxons and, the Essex, Sussex, Kent, all the Anglias, trying to find the Holy Grail. It's really a rather daunting task, if you ask me. I made a lot of interesting characters along the way, I'll tell you that much. And we learn a lot about Lance over there.
Fuad Turkmeni as Lancelot,
Spamalot is a show where our sire, King Arthur, goes to travel across the land on a quest from God to find the Holy Grail. I also come out of the closet.
Oh, fair one, behold your humble servant.
Karina White and Cassie Needham as Lady of the Lake,
That is too long. Are you kidding me? Come
same person. Yeah. Actually. It's really
really
funny.
good.
It's hilarious.
It's based off of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and it's totally random and really funny. Yeah, I like it.
Noah Hastings as Patsy.
Always look on the bright side of death.
Well, I play Patsy. I follow Arthur around and carry his stuff. That's it.
Grant Cole as the historian.
How long have you been working on this play?
Oh, this play lasted, let me look. It's actually an anthropology book. 1 second. About 4 moons, which equates to about 3 months.
And Alex Leslie as Prince Herbert.
One day, all this will be yours. Look, the curtains. They're not the curtains.
What do you think of the play?
Oh, I love it. It just makes me want to sing. Spamalot, Spamalot.
Spoke to the handsome Mr. Bartlett, who is the director of the play.
Well, why not? No. Spamalot is a very funny show, and it's a comedy that a lot of high schoolers I've found aren't very familiar with, so I thought it would be fun to introduce them to that type of comedy. The cast are very animated and full energy and a lot of fun, and it fits this production very well because it's just a silly show that does not take itself seriously at all. So they get to take on the parts of like cartoon characters, pretty much. I was introduced to Monty Python by my older brothers, who were fans growing up. So when I was a kid, I watched it along with them, and it's just a zany, crazy comedy that is different, but a lot of fun. We have auditions this coming Monday for our spring season. And so I think this broadcast's probably after those have already taken place. But there's 3 shows, Things My Mother Taught Me, that Mr. Palmer will be directing. A musical called Seussical that Miss Davis will be directing. And then Scenes from Shakespeare, which I'll be directing myself. So lots still left in the school year. All right.
Obama tries to stop from falling off fiscal cliff. A Pakistani schoolgirl gets shot in the face. Obama is reelected. The Pope leaves. Handsome Daniel Day-Lewis wins Oscar. Chavez dies. North Korea wants bombs. Boston Marathon bombing. Bombers found. Bangladesh building collapses, kills more than 1,000 people. The NSA is watching you. Several states legalize gay marriage. Egyptians protest. Egyptians military takes over government. Over 1,500 people gassed to death in Syria. Breaking Bad ended. Not world news, but wasn't it great? Like seriously, what am I supposed to do with my life now? Mice might have a cure for Alzheimer's. Government shuts down. Senate pushes issue to early 2014. Wait, what? Australia's on fire. China covered in smog. LA covered in smug. 6,000 die in typhoon. A lot of very unfunny things happened last year. Mandela dies. Dennis Rodman's friend, Kim Jong, feeds uncle to dogs.
What does it take to be Northman? A rockin' stash? Or awesome beard? But really, Northman is a time-honored tradition here at North. And on February 4th, our Northman was decided for 2014.
Northman is a tradition at North in which the most involved male students are recognized for their achievements. This year, there were 22 Northman nominees. After the nominees were presented, the student classes competed in exciting activities. On February 11th, Northman was finally crowned.
And your 2014 Northman is Mario Garcia.
Congratulations to all the Northman nominees, and congratulations to Mario Garcia, our Northman of 2014.
Well, that's it for our show today, guys.
Stay classy, North.